Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Goalie Fight Breakdowns here at Here's the Crease Goaltending Museum and Memorabilia Limited. I'm your host, as well as the owner and president at Heroes of the Crease, Bruce Chiney. I'm a former Team Canada martial artist, as well as an ITF Taekwon-Do practitioner for the last 24 years. Fifth degree black belt rank in it, also formerly a head instructor at a school located in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So, purpose of this show, we all love a good goalie fight. Very, very fun to watch them. They're very uncommon, which is why even less famous tilt can be quite a memorable event. Today's breakdown, I'm going to be handling this one solo. This will be a show where we will have guests analyzing them with me. They can be other martial artists, YouTubers, friends of mine, possibly other NHL goalies. Freedom is up to me, of course, running the show. So today, we're going to go back to January 11th, 2017, to an ECHL contest between the City Mallards and the Cincinnati Cyclones. So, this was the third period of the game. One of the Cincinnati players hit one of the Quad City players, and Quad City's goalie, Adam Vay, took a little bit of an exception to it and decided to go after that player, which then, of course, led to Cincinnati's goalie, Michael Hauser, joining in the fray. So what came out of it was a brief but very interesting goalie fight we can break down and discuss a little bit with a little bit of martial arts stuff, as well as a hockey fan perspective as well. So let's bring up that video, my friends. Okay, so they're tilting up at center ice. You can see masks are off, gloves are off, which is a nice change to a lot of goalie fights you see. There's a lot where masks don't come off, and one of the goalies are at least at a disadvantage sometimes, or just struggling to rip each other's masks off. Especially in the 90s, you see that a lot. We'll analyze some of those particular fights later on down the line. So you see Adam Vay on the right, Michael Hauser on the left, getting ready to square up here. So you're going to see something very interesting coming up here pretty soon. Most goalies, when they get into a fight, they want to go into a grapple, grab onto the jersey, start hammering away. That's a common thing in hockey fights in general. What you're going to see is a very interesting move coming up. So you see, Michael Hauser went in for the jersey grab. Adam Vay happens to be an MMA practitioner. As a Hungarian national goalie, his father was a police officer, to my recollection. So, martial arts common reaction isn't to grapple. Your common reaction when someone is coming in, dipping down their chin towards you, is to give them a good shot right away. Typical hockey players will want to grab on and then start hammering away with their dominant arm, typically right for most people, not as many people are southpaws, with the left hand being stronger than the right. However, in this case, you saw that as Hauser went in, chin was a little bit down, Adam Vay immediately threw the left. Continue watching here. Followed up with the right, and down went Hauser immediately. Bring up another perspective on this one, and we'll break it down what exactly happened here now from the martial arts perspective. So we got it in slow motion, bam. You see he clipped him right in the bottom of the chin there. So it was less of a jab, sort of turning into more of a hook. So bring up my little head of knowledge here. We'll call him Tim. He'll be Tim, our little demonstrator dummy from this day forth. So what happens here is he's not making a direct impact to the facial area, which can result in bleeding, facial trauma, broken bones, perhaps. Rather, what he's doing is a slightly angled shot in towards the chin area. So in towards the chin area, slightly upwards. And this is martial arts knowledge, where if you want a knockdown blow, you're going to be doing a slightly upwards angled shot towards the chin area, which can result in a quick and easy knockdown. So what you see is Adam Vay following up instantly with the left, going in as Michael Hauser exposes his head, And then reaction in the case of martial arts is you usually do combinations instead of just a simple hook. You're following up with a cross as well afterwards. So he finishes the combination. We'll watch it slowly again. We'll bring it back a little bit. So you see, bam. Right there, clips him in the chin. That immediately disorients him, loses his balance, knocks him out, and then follows up immediately with the reverse or the cross, whichever martial art you do, boxing, Taekwondo, the terminology is slightly different, but the purpose of the punch is exactly the same. So Michael Hauser gets the impact, down he goes. Luckily, goalie equipment, the chest protectors are fairly bulky, which means it doesn't look like he struck his head on the ice too badly, if at all, because kind of prevented him from falling down, which is nice. Bring it up from the other angle, back at normal speed. So finishes the fight. What I particularly like is coming up next in this goalie fight here. Exactly. Nothing personal, it's just the heat of the game. Once Adam Vay finishes the fight, he sees Michael Hauser has nothing left in him, obviously with that knockdown. Gives him a pat, sort of acknowledging that he stood up in the fight. Good sportsmanship. That's all I can say. I respect that versus some goalie fights you see where the player starts flipping off the other bench and the crowd, and a little less sportsmanlike. So exactly. Very nice. Clip to the chin, follow up with the cross, down went Michael Hauser. So Adam Vay ended up with 19 penalty minutes in that game, as well as game misconduct as a result of that. He was a Minnesota Wild prospect. However, he is back in Europe now. Michael Hauser, on the other hand, now is a Buffalo Sabres prospect, and he has actually been recalled as a backup for the team in the 2020-21 season. Never saw any action yet, but with Buffalo out of playoff contention at the time of this recording, there's still a possibility for him to get into a game of action. So, hope you enjoyed this brief but fun look at a goalie fight in the ECHL between Adam Vay and Michael Hauser. Till next time, my friends, have yourselves an excellent day. Bye-bye.